You need to adapt, innovate, always be prepared to see a new opportunity, not to be afraid to spin the coin, take a risk, take a calculated risk, and take the opportunities that the legislation, the changes in procedure, whatever it is that happens externally, those forces that impact on a firm and could cause you to say, oh dear, the world is coming to an end. That's not the way to stay in business, that's the negative approach. And I think this conference today is it's confirming that, but it's also confirming in some of the conversations I've heard that people are still quite nervous and not at all ready for what is going to be a considerable change when it happens in October, we're told, this year, and then over the next 3 or 4 years there will be a big change. I think it's exciting. I'm not put off by it at all.
I don't agree with the commentators that we need to be scared. I think we need to be open to the opportunities that are created by the changes in the legal profession now. I would like to see in the future a more unified legal profession with less barriers between solicitors, legal executives, barristers, a much more consumer-focused profession. I think historically we've looked too inwardly, and I would like to see a more helpful regulator as well, one that's going to work with us rather than against us. I think that's very important. I think it's exciting times for law firms. We have to innovate and adapt to survive.
I think more people from the bar need to get involved in this process, because I think we may find that the solicitors profession grasp it with both hands, and we've found that we're frozen out. Whereas if I have an understanding of what solicitors are going to do, I can tailor my services to, look, we can help you with this because I understand where you're going, we can help you get this far and work with you in making yours a success, rather than setting up on our own and making a pig's ear of it. Because to be frank, most barrister chambers won't have the resources, but if we can work cap in hand with solicitors and help them to make a good go of it, then all to the good.
I think the outlook is very positive. I think it's great that it's creating new opportunities for not only lawyers inside the legal industry but also for outsiders as well. And I think it's going to be a really fascinating time over the next 2 or 3 years to see what happens. Ultimately, we hope that the consumer gets a better deal, and I think they deserve one.
There's a lot to happen, and I think there's a big unknown out there. People talk about Tesco Law and other sort of brands. You know, the cooperative are already, you know, making certain inroads into the legal sector. So who knows? I think yes, there will be changes, and but we'll just have to wait and see what happens.